Hey guys, it's Marjorie Ann here, and today I am going to tell you another story time. This story time is going to be the time that me and my older sister got into a physical fight at high school. Yes, boo, yes. Excuse the hair. I just went to go run some errands. I just got back. I'm out of breath, but I got my Thai tea. So anyways, this took place around, I want to say, 2012. So this was 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? 2012. Oh no, this was 5 years ago. Sorry, this is 5 years ago. And I was a sophomore. Was I a sophomore? I was either a sophomore and she was a senior. Oh no, this was 6 years ago. I think I was a freshman and she was a junior. Either way, either I was a sophomore and she was a senior, or she was a junior and I was a freshman. But it was around that time. It was either 5 to 6 years ago. You know, we were in high school. That's the point. And this was the time when I was dependent on my older sister for rides because she was driving at the time and I wasn't. So, usually after school, I would just end up calling her or texting her saying, "Where are you after school?" Okay, and usually that would work. There would be no problems. Everything would run smoothly after school because I needed to know where she was after school because I needed to ride home, right? So usually I wouldn't ask her because we would drive to school in the morning and we would park in the parking lot. I would not ask her before school start. I would not be like, "Hey, where are you gonna be after school?" So I know where you're at. I wouldn't ask her. I would just usually just text her or call her or whatever, right? But this day it was different because whenever she knew for a fact that she had to stay after school, whether it had to be for academic or she was just gonna go to a club, like a school club, like Key Club or something, or Red Cross or something like that, whether it was academic, like in her chemistry class or whatever, because her chemistry class stayed after school a lot, I don't know why, but whether she knew for a fact that she had to stay after school, she would occasionally, because she would occasionally know exactly that she would have to stay after school, she would tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna be in my chemistry class," or "I'm gonna be in blah blah blah." You know, if she knew for a fact where she was gonna be after school, then she would tell me. But you know, whenever she wouldn't know where she would be exactly after school, she didn't know if she wanted to stay after school or not, or what the deal was, where she would go, if she had any plans after school. If she didn't know exactly, then I would just text her where she's at. But this day in particular, she knew exactly that she had to stay after school for a chemistry class, and she told me when we arrived at school in the morning. She said, when we were parked at 8 a.m. in the morning, she told me, "Hey, I'm gonna be at my chemistry class. Just call me too if I'm not there, okay?" So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I know where she's at. So the day went on, and I'm sorry if I paused because I have to renew my memory because it's been a long time since this occurred. But all I could really remember for sure what had happened was that my battery was dying throughout the day. I didn't have an iPhone at the time. Oh, so this was for sure I was a freshman and she was a junior because I got my first iPhone when I was a senior. So, no, wait, that didn't matter. I don't know. It was either I was a junior. I was either a sophomore or freshman. Okay, just think that. Because both of those years, all 3 years, I didn't have an iPhone, so it doesn't really matter. But at this time I didn't have an iPhone. I had a regular phone, right? So it was dying, and not everyone at this time, iPhones were not that common. So everyone had different types of charger. You may have had you may have a more Motorola, what's it called? Different phones that had different chargers. So not everyone had an iPhone. So not everyone had a charger for a specific phone. So anyways, my phone was dying at the time. And I think she had texted me or called me during lunchtime, but my phone died. So I didn't know what the message was, okay? So, and that scared me. That gave me anxiety because she usually doesn't text me during lunchtime. because she's at school as well, and she only texts me during school hours if it's an emergency. So she texted me during school hours or tried to call me during school hours, and I didn't pick up because my phone died, and that gave me anxiety throughout the till the school hour ended, till the last period ended. So 6th period rolls on, my phone is dead, and the bell rings, and school's over after school. And now I'm like low-key panicking, but then I'm like, wait, she told me she was gonna be in her chemistry class. So I head over to her chemistry class, right? And I look around. Mind you, I didn't go there right away because I knew that she wasn't gonna go there right away because I knew she was gonna chill with her friends first and then go there. And I didn't want to be in her chemistry class just chilling without anyone. I didn't know anyone there. So anyways, I walked a slow time to get there when I thought it would be like an appropriate time that she would be there. So I got to her chemistry class and I opened the door and she's not there. And I went to go ask her classmates, do you know where my sister is? Do you know where my sister is? Did she come here yet? Did she come here yet? And I have no formal communication, right? My phone's dead. And they're like, no, she didn't come in. So I was like, oh, fuck. Because I was like, oh, what was that message that she sent me? Or why did she try to call me, you know? And I walk out, and the only place I could think that she could be is I don't know what, I don't remember where exactly I went, but I knew there was another location where she could have been. So I walked to that location. I don't remember if it was Ski Club or something else, but I walked over there. Okay, I don't know if it was B-Boy Club or anything. I walked over to one of the clubs that I thought she would be at, and I asked them, hey, have you seen my sister? And they're like, she went to chemistry class. So I walked over to chemistry class, and then I went there, and I was like, hey, do you know where my sister is? Or like I said, did my sister come here? Because the kids, her friends in one of the clubs said that she would be here already. And they were like, oh yeah, she just came in, but then and then they're like, yeah, she just got in, but then she went out looking for you. And then, mind you, my sister throughout this whole week was so moody because she has irregular periods, and she has irregular heavy periods, like you're losing blood, like you have like a gallon of blood is coming out of you, and I kid you not, like a gallon of blood, or like at least half a gallon or a quarter gallon, which is even a quarter gallon is way too much, you know. Like the smallest amount of a gallon should not be coming out of you, but it was a lot of blood. Like she would sit on the toilet and just bleed. Okay, and she has medicine for it now to control her periods, so she doesn't bleed that much. But at the time, she didn't go to the doctor yet, so she would just sit there and bleed on the toilet for like 30 minutes at a time. And it was in this week that she didn't have her controlled blood, so she was bleeding all day, all week. And like severely bleeding, not like a regular period, because a regular period is already annoying in itself. But if you're like bleeding that much, yeah, she was already irritated. And they said that she went out of her chemistry class to go find me. And so I go walk over to the student store, maybe because well, not to the student store. I walked out of the chemistry class when they said that she went out to go find me. I went out to go find her. And on the corner of my eye, not on the corner of my eye, I heard my sister scream, Marjorie! That's my name, if you guys didn't know. And I looked over, and she's on the other side of the campus, like, speed walking towards me. She's angry, like when your mother finds out you're not graduating from high school, that angry face. She was pissed off, and she was walking towards me. And she was like, where were you? Didn't I tell you to go in the chemistry class? You know I'm not supposed to be running. Because apparently she was running around the school and we were just constantly missing each other. And, yeah. So apparently she was running around, and she's not supposed to be running with her heavy period because she could pass out. And so she was out of breath, and she was huffing, and she was puffing. She was like an angry wolf. And she was coming to me, and she started like going off on me. Like she was like, why do you have a phone? Why didn't you pick up your phone? You don't need a phone. She was like, did I tell you to go to chemistry class? She told me, you know I have medical problems. I can't be running for you. You make me go run. And not only was she wasn't by herself. She was with a gang of her friends behind her. And they were all like consoling her. and because they all know about her period problems as well, so they're like, you need to calm down, you need to calm down. And then my sister, if you know my mom, she is crazy angry, and although all three of us are not as crazy, all three of my sisters, two of my sisters and myself, all three of us girls are not as crazy as my mom. We all have some of our mom in us. Like, if you tick us off enough, that crazy hoe is gonna come right out. Right? That crazy bitch is gonna come right out. So, I'm even crazy too. If you tick me off, I turn into my mom. You know, my little sister too. I think those two though. I mean, no, it's me and my little sister that have the most anger issues. So, but my sister was pissed, and I saw like red eyes out of her. Like, I'm just joking, but you know, she was pissed, and she was going off. She was going off. She was going off. And it got to the point she started like ganging up on me. You know, she was like cornering me. She was cornering me, and her friends were trying to pull her away. Was trying to pull her off, and off of me, because I think I was a freshman. I'm a freshman. She was like a junior, and I was really small. Okay, I didn't stop growing in high school. I stopped growing maybe junior time, so I was still growing. I was pretty tiny, and I'm only 5 feet right now. So she was like getting up on me. She was getting up on me. She was yelling. She was all up in my face. And then she takes her arms and she shoves me, right? And I fall back on the ground. Like, my backpack was not clean. It was heavy, full of bugs, and I was tiny, so that weight went down and I fell. Right? I slid on the ground, and there was a security guard on her bike, just going around the school, and she came over. And she was like, hey, you guys need to stop. You guys need to stop. No fighting, no fighting. And then, after that occurred, they were like, okay, you guys need to stop fighting, you need to stop fighting. And then they're like, my sister was like, we're not fighting, we're not fighting. Oh, no, not my sister. My sister's friends were like, they're not fighting, they're not fighting. And then they're like, and then the security guards was like, what's going on, what's going on? And then she was like, I just got pushed. I just pushed her. And then she was like, and then the security guard said to me, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm okay, because I was the one on the ground, right? And then the security guard was like, hey, I need to take you to the principal's office, to the dean's office. And then she was like, you girls need to leave. So my sister's friends left, and the security guard took me and my older sister to the dean's office, right? So we go in there, and we sit in the dean's office. And the dean's like, what happened? And then my sister told her the story, and then the dean asked me what happened, and then I told her my story. And then the dean was like, okay, you guys are not in trouble, but I am still gonna have to call your parents. So the dean called our mom, and then on the phone, the dean was like, you need to explain what happened to your mom on the phone. So the dean gave the phone to my older sister, and she was like, Marjorie didn't pick up her phone. What's the point of having a phone? Blah, 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 blah. She made me run around. She knows that I have period problems. Blah, 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 blah. And then the dean was like, okay, hand the phone to your sister. So I got the phone, and I told her what was going on, and that happened, right? And then the dean let us out with a warning. She was like, okay, that's okay. You guys didn't fight, and I can see it's just sibling rivalry right now. So it's nothing big. So she let us out. And I got home, and we just started fighting again. We got like verbally fighting, and my mom was like, what happened? Don't you hate that when you already explain to your mom what happened, and then she asked again what happened? So she clearly didn't listen on the phone. They never do. Asian moms never listen on the phone, especially when the school's calling. But we explained it, and then everything, that's what happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.